Today we are going to learn tenses. Tenses show the time of an action or state of being. Verb tense tells us when an action happens. The ending of the verb is changed or conjugated to show what time it is referring to. There are three main tenses that are present, past, and future. Each main tense has four divisions as simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. So, there are three main tenses: present, past, and future. And each of the main tense has simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. So, totally we have 12 tenses. Before we start with the tenses, let us now learn what the subject and the verbs are. Subject is nothing but a person or thing that is being considered or talked about. In simple word, it's a noun. Example: Ramu, animals, trees, places, etc. Verbs are the most important component of any sentence because it shows what the subject is doing or what is the state or situation of the subject. Example: Raju plays football. In this sentence, Raju is subject, plays a verb which shows what Raju is doing. We have another example. Tina is a doctor. Here in the sentence, Tina is subject, is a verb which shows what Tina is or what is the state of Tina, a doctor. Let's now move on to the forms of verbs. Actually, every verb has three forms, which are present, past, and past participle. The present of the verb is known as form 1 or verb 1. Past of the verb is known as form 2 or V2. Past participle of the verb is known as form 3. For the regular verbs, the past and the past participle, which are the second and third form of the verbs, are same. That is, adding ed to the present makes a past and past participle of the verb. For example, play, played, played. Work, worked, worked. Talk, talked, talked. But for the irregular verbs, all the three forms, the present, past, and the past participle, are different. For example, go, went, gone. Eat, ate, eaten. Write, wrote, written. Come, came, come. Begin, began, begun. Few more are given for your reference. Learning these three forms of verbs will help us learn the tenses easier. Let's now start with simple tenses. There are three simple tenses in English, which are simple present, simple past, and simple future. Let's start with simple present tense. Actually, simple present tense expresses habits, general truths, repeated actions, fixed arrangements, and future constructions. First, let's see how the simple present tense is formed. The simple present tense is formed first with the subject, then the verb's first form, which we have learned just now. Here, for a better understanding, one verb is conjugated in simple present tense in all the three forms. Every tense in English has got three forms, which are affirmative or positive, interrogative, which means question sentence, and negative. So, there are three forms in every tense, which is affirmative, which is also called positive. The second one is interrogative, which is also known as question. The third one is negative. Now let's take a verb to talk to frame simple present tense. I talk, you talk, he talks, she talks, it talks, we talk, they talk. And the same verb conjugated in interrogative form in simple present as do I talk? Do you talk? Does he talk? Does she talk? Does it talk? Do we talk? Do they talk? The same verb is conjugated in negative form in simple present as I do not talk. You do not talk. He does not talk. She does not talk. It does not talk. We do not talk. They do not talk. Generally, the third person singulars, the subjects of third person singulars, that are he, she, it, or any singular noun takes yes in its verb in simple present tense. For example, he writes, she sings, it rains, he gives. And also in negative and in interrogative forms, we use does. Example, he wants a vanilla cone. Does he want a vanilla cone? He does not want a vanilla cone. But the verbs ending in Y changes into IES. Examples, fly, flies, fry, fries, cry, cries. But there are some exceptions in this. If the verbs have a vowel before Y, then it is only YS. We don't add IES. Play, plays, pray, prays, spray, sprays. And finally, we need to add ES to some verbs ending in SS, X, SH and CH. Example, he passes, she fixes, she mixes, it pushes, she catches, she watches. I think by now we have understood simple present tense is formed with the subject and the first form of the verb or the verb's first form. But for the third person singular, which is he, she, it or any name of a person, place or thing in singular, yes is added generally. But for some of the verbs like finishing in Y moves to IES, and the verbs which are ending in SS, X, SH and CH will take ES for third person singulars. Let's now see how simple present tense is used to express what? It actually is used to express habits. Habits means the action that takes place regularly or repeatedly. For example, I get up at 6 o'clock, which means I always get up at 6 o'clock. So the regular or repeated actions or events are expressed with the following words: all the time, always, every day, every class, every hour, every holiday, every month, every semester, every week, often, rarely, sometimes, usually, generally, etc. To go with few more examples, generally we get holidays in the month of May. Here, generally means last year, this year and next year. It is an habitual action which comes repeatedly. So, generally shows us simple present tense. He takes coffee every morning. Here the subject is he. Takes coffee every morning. Every morning shows us the habit of a person or the repetition of the action. So, he takes coffee every morning has to be written in simple present tense. She never eats fish, which is an habit, never shows the habit of a subject. And for the repeated actions or events, we see we often eat sweets. Often means it is a repeated action done by the subject. So we often eat sweets. The subject we eats or takes sweets in a regular basis. It rains every evening in the monsoon. Every means almost all the days or all the evenings in the monsoon. Now let's move on to the general truths. General truths are nothing but the scientific facts or geographical facts or permanent truths. For example, the earth revolves around the sun. Yes, the earth revolves around the sun. It actually revolved yesterday, today it revolves, and it will be revolving even tomorrow and the days to come. So it is known as permanent truths or general truths. So, like these facts are only expressed in simple present tense. Water boils at 100 degree. I suppose you are able to understand water boils only at 100 degree Celsius. Next, to move on with fixed arrangements. Fixed arrangement means we indicate the time in future but still put the sentence in simple present. It's because it's already arranged or fixed. Example, my brother arrives tomorrow, which is a fixed or determined action in future, but it can be said or it can be expressed in simple present. The school starts on June 1st, which is also an arranged or fixed arrangement. With future constructions, example, he'll see you before he leaves to Paris. We will give her the money when she comes. So there is a future action to complete the simple present one. If that happens, this will happen. Here is an exercise for you to complete. Number 1. Ram dash football very well. The verbs are given in bracket for you to choose and write. They are good students. They always dash their homework. Number 3. A novelist dash novels. Number 4. Tina dash playing the piano. Number 5. My parents dash in a very small town. Check your answers. The answers are given for your reference. Hope this helped you to learn simple present better and easier.